I just wanted to give you a quick tour on this gorgeous evening here in Central Florida. We are in probably the 60s, low 60s, and even next week it says possibly mid 30s, which is not a good thing because I'm 2 degrees, generally 2 or 3 degrees lower than what they predict. So I am sure hoping we don't get that cold in November. Crazy. But just wanted to show you all we've got done out here. Love it. Logan's starting to pull out some of the trees that just don't fruit here. You know, when I first started, I planted so many, I don't know, at least 50 or more, 75 probably, fruit trees that just don't fruit here. And I had no idea. You know, zone 9B, I thought, okay, we're zone 9B, low chill. But no, most low chill fruit trees, still 300 or less chill hours is not enough for them to fruit. A lot of times they'll even just die. And sometimes they'll grow well, they just won't ever fruit. Maybe one piece of fruit. And so if you have a fruit tree that just never fruits and you wonder what the problem is, and you're in a really low chill area, you've planted a tree that doesn't fruit in your area. But anyway, so he took out Anna and Dorset, and it was on a real dwarfing rootstock, but he could almost pull them out by hand. There was hardly any roots after 7 years. So Anna and Dorset were there. This is Einsheimer, which I'm going to keep, or Sheimer, and it's a tree that originated from Israel. And I love the apples on it. I get a few dozen apples and I absolutely love them. And then this beautiful tree is an old Florida find. I actually found it on Lakeland Road, old Lakeland Road, but it's in Dade City. And somebody told me about it, said they grew up eating fruit off of it, and it was almost dead and got cuttings, and I'm super excited about it. I don't believe it's the exact same thing as Tice, and it's fruiting. So I haven't had the old rubra hybrids fruit twice. So it's interesting that there's fruit on almost all of them in November except Tice. Tice has not fruited again for me. And this is a beautiful Maui, and it's got a lot of fruit on it. A lot of fruit going on in there for this time of year. Beautiful little tree. I love Maui. I got the cuttings from Hawaii probably 7 years ago and have my original one up by the house. I planted this one a couple of years ago. And this is my only seedling. So in 8 years or so, I've not had one mulberry come up from a seed except this one. And it's a male, but I'm still keeping it. And I'll probably graft to the branches of it, but it's making a really pretty little tree, so I'm not cutting it down. And then I wanted to show you, we got so much more to do, but I'm super excited about. Do I keep saying super excited? I am super excited. Oh goodness. Just how it's looking out here. And next year, so many rubra hybrids that I have are gonna be just gorgeous and fruiting. That's Shangri-La. And these are Shangri-La. And that's an old rubra hybrid. I'm not sure. I got it in Florida, found an old tree in Florida. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be exactly Tice or not. And let's see, a Jan's Best, this right here. So far this is looking great, and it's Grover's Best. But I don't know if we're gonna have enough chill hours for it to fruit. But it sure is growing nice. So we'll find out next year. And there's a little sugar bell. It's got quite a lot of fruit fruit on it because the hurricane took probably half of it off, but there's at least 50 still hanging on. And got some pomelos or pomelos. Another beautiful, look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is a delightful. And it's fruiting. I'm not sure that it's exactly Tice. It may be very similar if it's not, but delicious and just beautiful trees. This I'm gonna take it out. It's a plum hybrid, a pluot, never ever fruits, 8 years old. And then this one I thought I was going to take out, but it is Peruvian, but my daughter and the daughter-in-law loved it last year. It was their favorite mulberries. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm keeping that. And it just loads up with fruit. And let's see, got lots to do out here still. And probably 10 of the trees are coming out. They're apples and pomegranates and different things, again, that just do nothing for years. World's Best. Another delightful. And this right here is what I'm mowing with. I love these Kee Mowers, K-E-E, old Kee Mowers. I had someone on the Kee vintage Kee group in Facebook happened to live in Lakeland and redid it for me, painted it up, put a new motor on it, and these things will cut through tall weeds like a warm knife through butter. I mean, just push right through. So I love these mowers. I have 3 of them. And let's see what else. Oh, yep, mulberries on the delightful. Look at that. So cool. End of November. And so Biden's alba is a weed with a white flower. Let me show you. They're everywhere in Florida. Right there. They're a nuisance. I have a love-hate with them because they have those prickly stickers that stick to your pants and they get all over you. But the bees love these flowers and they depend on them, they say, in the winter time. So all back here, I have made little paths, but back in here it's so pretty and I'm just keeping this. I made a path back here, but I'm gonna keep all of this for the bees. I don't have bees anymore, but there sure are lots of them. When I come out here, there's hundreds and hundreds of bees. So pretty, and the Mexican sunflowers. And then my little path back here. So eventually, I'm going to have this all cleared out back in there under those beautiful oak trees and make a fun place for my grands. I have 12 grands and 2 on the way. So exciting and fun. Oh my goodness. They have so much fun in the springtime, running around tree to tree and getting the fruit, especially mulberries, all back in there. Yeah, I'm just keeping this and I'll just try to mow the front like over there. But I just wanted to show you that this is my most delicious tasting mulberry I've ever tasted. This is Sweet Delicious. And I don't know if the mulberry, there was a male tree by it, and so I don't know if because it was pollinated, that was the difference of it being so sweet and delicious. But you know, I haven't had them long enough to really try the berries, but that's one. There's one right there that I planted probably a few months ago. And then here's one right here. And so next year, I'll be able to have a really good taste of it. But super delicious. So my top favorite mulberries are the Morris Rubra hybrids, which Sweet Delicious is too, but Tice, Delightful, which could be Tice. What else? Sweet Delicious, Tice, Pakistani, and Australian Green. Those stand out as my top favorite tasting mulberries, but they're slower growing to get started. They fruit generally once a year, so they're not your ever-bearing type. Your ever-bearing type grows fast, is not as long-lived, but fruits really fast, lots of fruit. So that's going to be your World's Best, which is this one. World's Best, Jan's Best, Lakeland Tropical, which is right there. Lakeland Tropical and Maui are the ever-bearing types that just give you thousands of berries in early spring. And the thing about them and the Peruvian is that if you lose your crop to a late freeze, they'll fruit again heavily. Whereas if you happen to lose your crop of Tice or Waukesa, Sweet Delicious, those types, the Morris Rubra hybrids, they're probably not going to refruit for you. I mean, I don't know that personally because they do stay dormant long enough that they're not close to being in danger of losing their crop. So, but I'm just saying, I have lost to World's Best, Jan's Best, and Maui to, and even Pakistani, to a freeze, and they went on to put on fruit heavily again. All right, I've made this too long, but I hope you have a wonderful night, a fantastic Thanksgiving. Central Florida, Zone 9B, and we get about 100 chill hours.